All right, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon for you on the East Coast or the West Coast. Good afternoon to you all. This is Speaker and Coach Honey Shantay, and this is Financial Fitness Fridays. And I'm super excited to be here with you all. This is, like I said, Financial Fitness Fridays Talk Plus. And then we got that plus in there. Well, we're going to talk about rare different topics, all as it circles back around to our finances. Creating opportunities for you all. Some of you all who are coming to learn who I am and learn a little bit about me. I want to share a little brief backstory about me today, just briefly, as we get in this topic about special needs trust. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And so I come from the world of human resources. So before I got into the world of entrepreneurship, I came into I was in the world of human resources, and I enjoy creating opportunities for people, sharing about opportunities, let them know what's happening, things that they can tap into, things that they can have as a resource, let them know about resources and serving in that way. And so I shared a post earlier today about the fact that being about service minded. There's a lesson I had learned a valuable lesson of serving and being service minded, service conscious, service first. Because if you do that way, then money will always take care of itself. Money will follow, and it cannot be a harvest unless there's first a seed. So there's seed time, and then there's harvest time. And so before you have the harvest, you must plant a seed. And so I learned that. That's some wisdom I've gained because I used to be money conscious because of where I grew up in. I grew up not having. I grew up in the inner city. So I didn't grow up valuing money or respecting money or even know how to how to treat money or how to multiply money. I didn't know all that stuff, right? And so I have a heart and I had a passion for that, not only to teach people about that, but also learning myself. And so I've always been one to serve and things of that nature. But however, because of what I grew up in, I just still wanted to to make money and have it, right? And so, but I learned some lessons in that, and sometimes sometimes you gotta learn that more than once. And so, however, I shared that post earlier today, and like I said, because I come from human resources years ago and spent almost a couple of decades in that industry. I still have a heart to serve, and when I learn something, I want to make sure I pour it out to others. And so today is no difference. Even as an entrepreneur and have my own business, when there is an opportunity, I always tell people, "Hey, I have an opportunity for you. If you are interested, I have an opportunity for you that can change your life and your family." And so before I get started into, like I said, the special needs trust, I want to just put that opportunity out for someone who say, "Hey, Shantay, I'm looking to, 5x or 10x my income. I really want that. I need that." Then, hey, you and I need to talk because I'm meeting people, even entrepreneurs who in entrepreneur space, but they're not making the income that they desire. They're not making that. And so here's an opportunity for you 5x it and 10x it. Well, you can still do what you're doing, but here's a way for you to actually have the income flow that can keep your business afloat and keep you moving forward in the things that you want to do. And I know that's important, people. I'm not oblivious to that. I'm very conscious of it, very aware. I knew how things were for me. So I get it, y'all. I truly do get it. I understand. And so I would be remiss if I didn't put that out there. So Coach Honey is bringing some honey to you all, and I bring a honeylicious opportunity to you. Okay. So you can't say the opportunity did not come knocking at your door. Today on February 13th, it came knocking at your door. And so with that being said, I want to jump right into the special needs trust. So if you guys are interested and want to talk to me about that, about a business opportunity and how to be a part of that and to expand your business, like I did for me, because I started off in coaching, and I end up moving into the world where I'm teaching people how to time and money freedom and happiness. So I moved into that space where you can 5 to 10 extra income, all those things, and I moved into. So the coaching hasn't stopped for me. Those things, speaking and as an author, those things are still there. It's still happening. But I'm able to do things a little bit more and move a little differently. So I'm all about strategy and being strategic, but using wisdom from above. So if you want to sit and talk to me and you want to have that conversation, and just a conversation, like I was when I was in human resources, when I used to give people job opportunities. And I would say to them, I said, "Hey, I got this job, I got this opportunity, or do you want to learn more about it?" And some people say, "Yeah, I want to learn more about it." Okay, then. So today is no different. I'm doing the same thing. It's just in a different vehicle. This time I'm building up a company, and I might say, "Hey, I have a company I'm building. You want to be a part of that?" You want to grow and 5x your income? Then let's talk about it. So I just didn't want to be remiss without extending opportunity, because I know people are going different challenges. Sometimes it's cash flow, sometimes it's income flow, sometimes it's, it's tight. It's tight. And I understand when it's tight. I understand when you need opportunity and you're looking for opportunity. So I believe in being a go-giver. I believe in being a giver. And I believe in serving and service first. And so because of that, I'm just extending the olive branch to whoever's listening and say, hey, I want to do that, Shantay. I mean, it's not for everybody. And let me just say this. It's not for everybody. Matter of fact, I don't want everybody. I want the right person who has the right mindset and who want it for themselves. That's who I want to talk to. So if it ain't you, please don't come. Don't look my way, because you gonna hurt yourself. But if you are a person who say, hey, you know what, I can dig that, I can respect that, and I'm open to it, then let's have that conversation. But with that being said, I want to jump into the special needs trust. And this right here landed on my lap, the special needs trust. Was not something that I did a whole lot of with, but people have, it's been come my way. And the special needs trust is a big deal. And that's with children or minors. It could be even adults. So it could be anyone, any age that has a special needs or disability. And it's a way to protect, and special needs trust. Let me just start from there. What is a special needs trust? So I have a list of questions that people may be asking or wondering themselves. I'm going to just answer on this live today about special needs trust. And so what is it? It's a legal arrangement. So it's a legal arrangement designed to hold and to manage money or assets for a person with a disability or special needs without affecting their eligibility for certain government benefits. So it's a way to protect that person, whether it be a child or teenager or even an adult. It's actually highly recommended if that person has any form of disability. And maybe they may give it SSI. So some of y'all say, well, what is SSI? That's supplemental security income, or they get some type of disability. Sometimes we say disability. I'm getting a disability check. This person get a disability check, or this person is getting SSI. And so, but sometimes they have it because maybe they was born with a certain birth defect. Like I know someone who was born with Down syndrome. The person was born with Down syndrome and autistic. They were not high function autistic. They were autistic where they have their social skills, and then they also had Down syndrome. So that person, that child, needed a special needs trust because they probably that child is on governmental assistance. So that child's getting Medicaid. And so, but it protects their eligibility. So that's one of the reasons why it's important to have it, because it allows the parent to have more freedom to do certain things for the child, get certain kind of care for the child. Like, for example, someone's calling me. Called me the wrong time. Somebody called me back. Called me wrong time. Sister's live now. Sister's live. On Facebook here, and then on IG and YouTube. But anywho, but it allows the parents to do certain things. Like, for example, like therapy. Like, although Medicaid may cover for therapy, but however, it allows them to have additional funds for that. It allows them to have dental and vision care. It allows them to get additional medical and health care services, specialized treatment that they may need. So it college expenses, transportation. So it protects their eligibility. So they say, oh, they got all this money coming into them, then surely they don't need to have Medicaid, or you try to get governmental assistance. There's always these stipulations that are attached to it. So it really protects their eligibility for any type of assistance that they need from the government, or any assistance just in general. So it's very good to have, and people are really, they know people who have it, or you may not be for you who has it or need it, but you may know people who do need it. So if y'all like this and share this, these are valuable nuggets today, because it's a need. I'm going to talk about trust even more because it's bringing about awareness. So that's why I'm here today to talk about that, because people need to know this, and people are looking for this information. They just don't know where to start or how to get it, or the value of it. And so sometimes you may have friends, family members who know someone with special needs, and they may not know about the special needs trust. They may even heard of them. No one may have brought that to their attention. And so I'm bringing this awareness, and I'm sounding an alarm in this area, because I understand that the need is important. I mean, the value is important. And it's a need, but the value. And some people may want this, but don't know if they really want it, or if they do want it, don't know where to start, right? And so, like I said, what does it do? It allows the funds to be used to improve someone's quality of life. That's another reason why the special needs trust is it's important. It's beneficial because it does allow them to have a quality of life while still protecting benefits like SSI. Protect those benefits that they're receiving monthly. And so, what is the money used for? Like I said, it's used to improve the beneficiary quality of life while keeping them eligible for benefits, as I mentioned before. So, why does this matter? Because it protects them. It protects their eligibility. It provides long-term care, long-term financial support. It provides that, which is amazing, which is awesome. And then it improves improves quality of life and gives family peace of mind. And I like I said, I know someone who this is a big deal for her, a big deal for her. When I say she had peace of mind, knowing her children were taken care of because they were both born with special needs. Well, one of them was born with special needs. With Down syndrome. And such a sweet person. I met him. Such a sweet person. He likes me too. Praise God. but it does literally give that peace of mind, and that right there is amazing. It is totally amazing because the family don't have that to worry about. I mean, granted, they have other things that's a concern, but they had that peace of mind. And for that person in particular that I was just referencing, it did that. And to see that, that's amazing. So that's amazing. So a special needs trust is a big deal. There are all kind of trusts. You can put all your assets in there for them. But they have is protected. Like, it's protected. That's the key. Because if you get any type of assistance, especially from the government, they so strict on what you can and cannot have and how much you can make and this and this and that. So for those who have been raised in the system or have been on the system, those things, you cannot have some of these things. They would say, oh, you have too many assets, you can't have this. So it has to be, people try to hide it. So you don't have to hide it. Let's be integral. You don't have to hide it. So here's a way to protect it. So if you are one who listened to me or watched this replay and you are inquiring or want to ask me more questions about a special needs trust, then you and I can have that conversation. Like I said, I'm not the one who will supply it, so I will refer you out because it requires an attorney. So if one was wondering, attorneys are involved in that, and so attorneys will be the one that will write that up, get the documents and all the legal documents put in place for you. But I'm affiliated with that. I am in the world of finance and I own an agency, and so because of that, then I get the opportunity to refer people out, have a conversation, set it up. So I facilitate the arrangements of all this. I do that. So I'm there to hold your hand in that process, to be there with you if need be. If not, then it's not. But I am there. For those who need it. Like this person I was speaking about, this example of the one with the Down syndrome, I was there with her and I am there with her in the process. So you're not just alone trying to, okay, well, how does this go? And things of that nature. So I'm there to provide that support and be there to not only to be there to support, but just give reassurance as well. So that is, I don't want to be long-winded today. I want to just really speak about the trust. And like I said, I've been on this live talking about trust and how you put your asset in a trust, whether you have a home, whether you own a business, whether you are, you have a home, a insurance property, you have different things you want to put it in a trust. It's protected. And so if you need like a will and trust, a pull over will, different things like that, standard trust. And so, like I said, I'm affiliated with it. I do that, and so I don't do it personally. Let me clarify that. Let's not take my statement wrong. I don't do the trust, but I have facilitated, and as well as I have refer you to the person or to the attorney that would do that for you. And so I know that's super important, having trust. It's usually a crowd pleaser when I talk about trust, but today I want to specifically talk about the special needs trust, because when we think about trust, we think about just a standard trust, that we have. Sometimes it can be more complex because they got multiple businesses in there or something like that. But typically we know about a trust in that regard, but we don't get enough of attention to special needs trusts and how that can really help a family. Whether it be you or someone you know. So if you know someone who may be interested in special needs trust, then let them know. I'll be more than happy to answer some questions for them, provide answers and questions. And then, if they want to go further, I can arrange all that for them, so to take the pressure off them trying to figure out who to contact, what to do. That's my job. That's my lane. I will refer them to the right people to do that. So if you know someone who has this child with special needs, maybe they were born with that, they came into the world that way. And so it's just a way to protect the family and give them that peace of mind and financial support that all their stuff is good and that child, it won't affect their eligibility. I think that's the biggest thing or the biggest takeaway. So if someone watching me or watch the replay, that is the biggest thing for the family, is to protect that child's eligibility for any type of assistance or financial aid that they may need in life, because it's protecting that trust. And so nothing is in that child's, that beneficiary's name, or that it doesn't have to be adult. A child could be an adult. So even if this is for adults, can get it as well. So some people ask me that question, well, is it only for a child or a minor? And the answer is no. It could be even for an adult as well. So I just wanted to put that out there. If you know anybody with it, that this is a way to provide that for them, and they can protect their assets and their eligibility for any type of assistance, because it'll be in the trust name. And that's the key when you want to protect your assets. It don't matter what type of trust it is. It can be special needs trust or any trust. It protects your assets. That's a big deal. And so you don't have to, because it's in the trust name. It's not in that beneficiary's name. It's not in the person's name, whether it be adult or a child. It's not in their name. So it's almost as if they don't even have those assets. In that sense, in terms of how the government looks at, or whatever type of aid they're trying to get, is looking at it, because all of their assets is put in a trust. So it's safeguard, which is another key. Like I said, that's the biggest thing. So for those who come on here again and they say, well, what are you talking about, Shantay? I'm talking about special needs trust. And it is it's a legal arrangement designed to hold and manage your money for a person, or for adult, or for a child with special needs, or their assets, for a person with a disability or special needs, as I mentioned before. And it's a way to protect their eligibility for certain governmental assistance. And so, like I said, for whatever reason, it has been coming around me a lot more with people talking about special needs trust. And so because of that, I wanted to have this conversation about trust, but about that one in particular. But the goal of any trust is to always protect your asset, to protect it, to protect it, to protect it. So with that being said, I didn't want to be here long today. Today was kind of a brief day. Sometimes I'll be on here a little past hour, but today was kind of short. Well, in terms of the trust, but there was something I wanted to, as a matter of fact, let me grab it. Sorry, I had to stand up, y'all. I had to get it. So there was something that I wanted to I want to shift gears for a second. And I'm kind of glad I did not forget. So I'm glad it came back to me. So something I want to just read really quickly. I'm switching gears for a hot second. And this part right here I'm talking about today is more so for like self-improvement side. So if I was to say, hey, a way to improve yourself. So I want to leave like little nuggets on here in terms of improving yourself, because I think it's valuable and it's important when we talk about just our mindset and things I opened up with even today about serving and about giving and being a go-giver. So I just want to give some nuggets today. I guess it's like a day of wisdom for me. I don't know. It wasn't like a planned day for me to do this, but this came to my mind today. Even the thing I shared at the top of the line about in terms of how to have that servant mindset, be servant first, to serve or service first, because the money will always take care of itself. So with that being said, I want to just read something, just like I said before I get off this live. It says, the world-class dream of the future yet lives in the present. So here's a little nugget I want to just read briefly to you all. The only thing significant about the past is how it affects us in the present and the future. It holds no power other than that. The poverty, working, and middle class levels of consciousness have a tendency to be fixated on the past. Their mindset is, if only this or that would have happened, if only I could have done this or that. So when someone who's like an average thinker, or even amateurs, are always looking in the rearview mirror, wishing things were different. Instead of learning from the lessons of their past, they adopt a victim-based mindset and tend to wallow in their sorrow, playing the victim's games, the amateur and exercise for losing. The world class rarely looks back to the past except when they're feeling nostalgic. The pros know the clock is running, and they are accurately aware of their morality. With this mindset, the pros doesn't have the time or the inclination to look back. The great ones are focused on living in the now. They live living in the past to the amateur. That's what I should have tried to say. They leave living in the past to the amateurs. And so I wrote down in my own notes, because when I read, I'm always like, you don't ever get none of my books, y'all. FYI, don't get my books, because I write all in my books. I'm the one who underlines, put things in the margins, on the side, the bottom, the top of the page, all kind of notes. I'm such a reader, and so if you see my notes, look, you can see this. I write just all kind of stuff. That is me. So if you get my books, I'm gonna have underlined circles and arrows and all kind of stuff in my book. So sometimes I have to really read, what the heck did I write there? Anyway. But I wrote a note, and I leave this value, because it's this wisdom to you all. It says, let go of yesterday and focus on today. Today is the present. We can't change what happened yesterday. Nobody can. I can't. All we can do is learn from yesterday. All we can do is apply what we learned, which is wisdom. If we gain the wisdom, and we focus on today, focus on the present, focus on the now, as we look in towards the future. Because the past is the past. It's yesterday. It's old news now. All we got is what we got today. Today is a new day, is a new mercy, new grace. And so because of that, we move in the newness of the day. Then we got limbs to move. And if we didn't have limbs to move, we have our mind, we have our right mind. Let us think the right thoughts. And so I'm encouraging you all. Okay. I don't know what that noise is. It was something outside, but it's loud. It's all get out. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's loud in my ear. But I'm encouraging you all today, regardless of what happened yesterday, regardless of what happened 2 weeks ago, regardless of what happened 5 years ago, show up today. Don't let what happened yesterday's affect your today or your tomorrows. Show up, and when you show up in excellence. Show up in strength. Show up in joy. Show up with a good attitude, because nobody want to be around nobody with a stinky, funky attitude. Okay, we don't want no vinegars. We want no bitterness. We don't want people who are bitter, unforgiving, angry. We don't want that. But we like honey. We like somebody come up sweet, peaceful, kind. Okay, bearing good fruit. So with that being said, I just want you all to show up today. As I like to say, eat the honey and release the honey. For those of you who know me, I have a group called Virtue Honeybee Lady, where I'm there empowering. Matter of fact, I might go in and jump on the little live in that group and empower ladies, empower them to be virtuous, to be a Virtue Honeybee Lady, and to eat the honey and to release it all throughout the day, every day. I said this maybe a couple years ago. I said, y'all, if y'all eating that honey, I'm telling you, and releasing it, and I speak that metaphorically. I said, you attract things to you, good things to you. And so I'm saying this, and I'm not saying it to be funny, I'm saying it to be real. It's an allegory, but it represents something powerful if you just apply it. Remember, I said principles are things you can never change. It must be honored and respected. So we reap what we sow. So, and that alone shall we reap. So let's sow some good things today. And in return, we're going to expect some wonderful things to come back to you. So with that being said, that was my self-improvement for the day, my coaching for the day. They say free 99. That was me just loving on you all and serving you all and give you some nuggets that I believe will be a blessing and beneficial in your life that will allow you to turn around and be a blessing in somebody else's life. All right, you guys, have a honeylicious day. You know, we accomplish more and we go further with honey than vinegar. All right, you guys, take care.